Hi everybody, now you may well have heard the news that Arma Reforger has come out of early access on PC and on Xbox. So I thought I'd do a quick video about, what is Arma Reforger? And if you're thinking about buying it and investing your money and more importantly, your time in this game, what you're getting yourself in for. So first off, a little bit of background. So Arma Reforger on PC and on Xbox is a stepping stone between Arma 3, which you've probably heard of, which is PC only, and Arma 4. It is its own standalone game, but it has been the platform upon which the developers, Bohemia Interactive, have been developing their new Enfusion game engine. And so they've been able to test all this stuff in a live environment and add things into the engine, and more is to come. So that when Arma 4 comes out, it's going to be more of a complete package. Unlike when Arma 3 came out, they had to add things in over the years, things like helicopters, jets, tanks, and things like that. So there is a very strong argument, and I kind of believe this, that Arma Reforger, I know the devs say it's a full game, but I think it should have been free. It should have been a free test bed, but it is a great, fun experience to play. And I think one of the main reasons for playing Arma Reforger, apart from the fact that it's a type of video game we just don't get on console, is the fact that you can be part of the development process for Arma 4. So when you buy and you download and you start playing this game, and there'll be things that you think need changing or adjusting or bugs and stuff like that, it's very important that you understand that Bohemia Interactive are very open to feedback, and they want your feedback. They want you to be part of their QA team. And so you should, on your laptop or on your phone, you should have bookmarked their feedback trackers. You can go over there and you can say, right, I've got a problem with this, or how about you introducing this? So it's kind of it's not that expensive to buy. I think it's about £29, probably about $30, something like that. As I say, it's a stepping stone to Arma 4. Now, what we'll do, let's just jump in just so you can have a quick look. So, this is on my Xbox. Remember, this is on an Xbox Series S. So this is a console that costs 250 quid. And basically, what we're getting, and everything you can see, is this is all vanilla stuff, a part of the vanilla stuff they've added into the game. So they've recently added helicopters, so we can fly around with those. You've got Humvees, we've got trucks, we've got the Russian transport helicopters. There's a Russian armoured vehicle there. I'm just as a sniper here. And this is the new Enfusion engine. So this is a rebuilt version of kind of what DayZ kind of runs on. And trust me, it looks absolutely fantastic. And what you've got to do is, what the main game mode, if you like, for Arma Reforger is conflict. So if you're familiar with Battlefield's conquest mode, or say ground war in Call of Duty, imagine games like that, but on a map that's absolutely huge, like this. This is Everon. It's absolutely huge and very realistic. And basically, you have capture points that you have to go along and capture them, and slowly make your way up to the map until you capture the home base of the enemy. And that's like the flagship version. In fact, tell you what we'll do. Let's jump over to the PC version, and I'll kind of show you some more. So this is the main menu. So when you want to play, you get conflict, which can be on Ireland or Everon. Ireland's a slightly smaller island, and then you've got combat ops. Now, combat ops is almost like a single player or sort of 2 or 3 player co-op, small versions of the game, where instead of having to take over the whole island, you just got to do like 3 tasks. So it'd be something like eliminate a high value target, clear this area, and then bug out. And it's really interesting, and it shows you more about the kind of the stealthy style of the game. And we also got a really good training mode. However, the heart of Arma, just as probably the heart of DayZ is as well, is modding. And so you also have the workshop. And what's very important to do with the workshop with Arma Reforger is that it's built into the game. So instead of having going to Steam and get our mods from there, we actually download them and subscribe to them inside the game. And it's exactly the same on console. So if we flick back to the console version here, and I quit out of this, save and return to main menu, you'll see that we then have the modding workshop. And this is incredibly important because, to be honest, the conflict game mode is interesting, and combat ops is interesting. Combat capture and hold is quite good. That's an official mod you can download, which is a bit like domination from Call of Duty or Battlefield. But the heart of this game going forward, as it will be with Arma 4, is the mods that people create. Now, there's not that many mods in the workshop at the moment, because going to 1.0, they said, look, we're going to disable all mods until all the modders have confirmed that their mod is compatible with the 1.0 version. And what you'll get in here is you get things like single player missions, like sniper missions, infiltration missions, things that you can play by yourself, almost like a mini campaign that you can do, as well as lots of different takes on stuff. We've already got DayZ mods that you can play. The servers, say we go into the multiplayer servers, you've got community ones, and then you've got official ones, and we can have crossplay, and the same mods that PC players are using on their servers we can have mostly on the console ones as well. So better guns, better vehicles, jets, all this wonderful sort of things. Now, I can't really one of the things you've got to remember as well is this is, as I said before, it is a work in progress. So there's lots of janky stuff about it. Actually, the conflict game mode is pretty complicated as well in the way that it works. So I highly recommend you play the tutorials. There's an in-depth medical system and supply system and resupply and building systems in all this. It's all very, very exciting, the way that it works. And if you're playing on Xbox as well, or PC with the controller system is a work in progress as well. So I would say that if you've seen any of this, and I'll link in the description below the video to some gameplay as well, so that you can get an idea of what that looks like as well. If you're seeing this and you're a little bit interested in it, and you're interested in being involved on the pathway to Arma 4, and the fact that if this is successful on console and get everything working, then we'll be getting Arma 4 on console as well. Because obviously Bohemia Interactive have seen the success they've had with DayZ on console, then I think that's very, very exciting indeed. But you do have to remember that this is, it is a work in progress. It's set in the 1980s, Russians versus Americans with some independent forces as well. And for example, this is the editor, so you can see I don't think we've really ever had something like this on console, where you can go around, you can create scenarios for people to play in. And you can change things on the fly, spawn things in, spawn AI in, and all that sort of stuff. It's very, very, very exciting indeed. So there we go. Hopefully that gives you a flavour of what Arma Reforger 1.0 is all about. It's very exciting. It's milsim. It's something that we don't really have on console. I do think that if you've got the option between console and PC is a little bit better just because of the control system. I think keyboard and mouse is better than controller for the time being anyway. And it's definitely well worth dipping your toe into. Okay, what do you think though? Put your questions in comments down below. And of course, I will see you again soon.